Urgent Washington Commanders fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Washington Commanders updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Alright, folks, today we're diving deep into a story that's been shaking up the NFL offseason, and especially for us, Washington Commanders fans, it's impossible not to get excited. The NFL free agency market is heating up like never before, and this year, we're witnessing a whirlwind of rumors, potential signings, and game-changing moves that could reshape the landscape of the league in ways we haven't seen in recent years. One name, in particular, has been at the center of all this buzz, and that's Jadeveon Clowney. Now, I know what you're thinking, Clowney? Isn't he just a pass rusher? Well, yes, but he's so much more than that. He's a game-changer, a disruptive force on the defensive line, and his potential landing spots are creating a frenzy among fans and analysts alike. Let's take a step back and understand why Clowney is such a hot commodity right now. Throughout his career, Jadeveon Clowney has established himself as one of the most explosive and disruptive players in the league. From his days at South Carolina, where he burst onto the scene with that incredible hit on Michigan's Vincent Smith in the Outback Bowl, to his NFL debut with the Houston Texans, Clowney has been known for his relentless motor, explosive first step, and ability to make plays behind the line of scrimmage. He's a player who can change the momentum of a game with a single sack, a crucial tackle for loss, or a game-altering pressure on the quarterback. Now, imagine him in a defensive system that maximizes his skills. Think about the kind of havoc he could wreak. Clowney's ability to collapse the pocket and set the edge makes him a perfect fit for teams looking to bolster their pass rush and run defense simultaneously. And let's not forget, he's also a player who commands respect from offensive linemen, drawing double teams at times, which opens up opportunities for others on the defensive line. It's this kind of versatility and explosiveness that makes him one of the most sought-after free agents on the market this offseason. But what makes this entire story even more fascinating is the current status of the Washington Commanders and what they could potentially do with a player like Clowney. As we all know, the Commanders have been in a state of rebuilding and restructuring over the past couple of seasons. They've been trying to find the right mix of talent, leadership, and consistency to take that next step and become serious playoff contenders. The defense, in particular, has been an area of focus. While last season showed some promising flashes, it also exposed vulnerabilities that need addressing if Washington wants to compete with the best of the NFC. Adding a player like Jadeveon Clowney would be a statement move. It signals that the Commanders are serious about bolstering their front seven and establishing a dominant defense. Clowney's presence on that defensive line could be transformative. His ability to rush the passer, set the edge against the run, and provide leadership on the field would give the entire defense a boost. For a team that is still trying to find its identity, bringing in a proven veteran like Clowney could be the missing piece that elevates the unit to a new level. And, of course, there's the coaching staff to consider. Ron Rivera, known for his defensive expertise and leadership, would surely love to have a player like Clowney to work with. His defensive schemes often rely on aggressive pass rushers who can disrupt timing and force mistakes. Clowney fits that profile perfectly. Plus, with the young talent already on the roster, like Montez Sweat, Chase Young, when healthy, and some promising rookies, adding Clowney could create a formidable pass rush that keeps quarterbacks up at night. But the intrigue doesn't stop there. The other big team in the mix, the New England Patriots, led by the legendary Bill Belichick, are also eyeing Clowney. The Patriots have always been known for their shrewd moves in free agency, targeting players who can bring a high football IQ and relentless effort. Clowney, with his experience, motor, and ability to make game-changing plays, fits perfectly into their mold. Belichick is a master at integrating new players into his system and maximizing their strengths. And with Clowney's versatility, he could become an even more devastating force on that Patriots defense. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The Patriots, with their history of winning and their reputation for closing out games in the fourth quarter, could see Clowney as the final piece in their puzzle. Adding him would not only improve their pass rush but also send a message to the rest of the league that they're still a team to be feared. Their defense has been solid, but the addition of a player like Clowney could take them over the top, especially in a division that's getting more competitive every year. But let's bring it back home. What about the Commanders? Well, the fanbase has been eager to see the team make bold moves this offseason. After a few seasons of ups and downs, flashes of promise, and some disappointing performances, the hope is that the front office is finally ready to make a splash. The acquisition of a veteran like Clowney would be a statement of intent. It would show that the team is committed to winning now, not just building for the future, but actually competing at a higher level this season. Of course, there are still questions. Will Clowney want to join a team that's still trying to find its footing? Or will he go to a team with a clearer path to the playoffs, like the Patriots? Or could he even consider the Commanders, who are emerging as a potential playoff team with a solid roster, a promising quarterback in Sam Howell, and a defense that's looking for that extra spark? The negotiations are ongoing, and the league is buzzing with rumors, leaks, and speculations. Now, I want to pause here, just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the big reveal. The truth is, Clowney's decision could come down to a few factors: how much he's offered financially, how much he values a shot at a Super Bowl, and where he feels he can make the biggest impact. The Commanders, with their passionate fanbase and the potential for a quick turnaround, are definitely in the mix. And let's not forget, the NFC is wide open this year. The Eagles, the 49ers, the Cowboys, they're all formidable, but the door is slightly ajar for a team like Washington to make a real push if they can add that extra piece. Looking at Clowney's statistics over his career, he's been remarkably consistent, especially in creating pressure and disrupting offensive rhythm. Last season, he recorded several sacks, tackles for loss, and even forced fumbles. His ability to play both inside and outside on the defensive line gives defensive coordinators a lot of flexibility, which is why he's so attractive to multiple teams. His veteran presence is also invaluable for younger players, helping them improve and learn the nuances of pass rushing and run defense. Beyond the numbers, Clowney's leadership and intensity are what truly set him apart. He's a player who never takes a play off, always hustling, always looking to make an impact. That kind of mentality is contagious in a locker room and can elevate the entire defense. Imagine him alongside Chase Young, Montez Sweat, and others, an elite pass rush group that can dominate games and take the pressure off the secondary. For the fans, this offseason has been a roller coaster. We've seen some moves that excite, some that leave us questioning, but one thing is certain: the Commanders are making waves. The potential signing of Clowney could be the defining moment of this offseason, a move that signals the team's serious intent to compete in the NFC and beyond. And of course, the NFL is the league of surprises, and this offseason has already delivered plenty. From blockbuster trades to shocking cuts, the landscape is shifting rapidly. Clowney's decision could come at any moment, and when it does, it will send shockwaves through the league and directly impact our beloved Commanders. Imagine him in that burgundy and gold, rushing the passer, setting the tone for games, and becoming a cornerstone of our defense for years to come. That's what we're all hoping for, isn't it? So, as we keep a close eye on this unfolding saga, remember that the offseason is where dreams are made and broken. It's where the foundation for a team's success is laid, and sometimes, it's where legends are born. The Commanders have a rich history, full of ups and downs, but one thing remains constant: they always give us something to talk about, something to hope for. And right now, that hope is focused on Jadeveon Clowney, a player who could very well become the missing piece in our quest for greatness. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Clowney will join us? Or is he destined for another team? Either way, your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of the Commanders. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Washington Commanders news. Thanks for watching, and let's keep the hope alive as we gear up for what promises to be an exciting season ahead.